Welcome back to my vlog. Today we're going to do something a little different. Get away from the kind of mental health, kind of depressing, Change it up a little. It's going to be a food tag, 30 questions, created by Pink Sparkles. And away we go. First question is, what food could you eat every day? I would say sushi would be one I could eat every day, given the opportunity. Second question, what's your favorite restaurant? That's a toughie. There's one in Hawaii called Oceanarium. It's my favorite because it's real nice, and they had like a two or three story fish tank in the middle of the restaurant. That or I'd have to say Santa Fe restaurant down in New Orleans, but I'm a little biased on that because I used to run the kitchen there. 3. What city has the best food you've ever had? That's another tough one. New Orleans has some excellent food, but so does Portland, Oregon. So I'd say it'd be a tie between those two. Number 4. What do you get on your subs? When I get subs, it varies from day to day, but the consistent toppings or fillers I get is banana peppers, green bells, red onions, oil and vinegar, salt and pepper. Number 5. What do you get on your pizza? My most common toppings I get on pizza is Italian sausage, extra cheese, and Peruvian bell or cherry peppers. Is there a food that you always wanted to try? It'd be fugu, also known as pufferfish, where at least in Japan, I'm not sure other countries, you have to be certified to serve it. It's usually served raw. I've never heard of it being cooked. Number 7. Tell me about your worst restaurant experience. I forget the name of the restaurant, but it was over in Seaside, Oregon, on the coast, of course. Me and my family went there for lunch. We were like, there was only 2 people counting us in the restaurant. We ordered hamburgers and simple stuff, and it took about 45 minutes to get our food. Not only did it take that long, but it was cold. Service was terrible, and a couple weeks or a couple months later, they finally went out of business. So I don't know if the staff knew and just quit caring, or if that was their normal service, because it was the only time we ate there. Number 8. Who's a better cook, your mom or your dad? I'd have to say my mom, though my dad does try it. Number 9. What is one food that you just fail at making? I just fail at making? I can't think of one I just fail at making. The ones that I don't like making, but nothing I've cooked so far has just been a total failure. There's always been room for improvement in some of them. Some are great right off the rip. But yeah. Moving on. Number 10. Name your least favorite foods. I'd have to say anything that's overly processed or like processed cheese or anything that's super processed. Number 11. Raw cooked vegetables. Well, that depends on which vegetables you're talking about. For the vast majority, I like them raw, but I also like them cooked, and some you have to cook. Like okra, you don't want to be eating that raw. Uh, Number 12. How do you like your steak? I like my steaks depending on what region you're from. It's known as blue rare, black and blue, or even Pittsburgh style. It's not raw, but it's on the very low end of rare. Number 13. Do you enjoy cooking or baking better? I prefer cooking better because there's more room for experimentation. Whereas baking, there is some experimentation allowed, but it's more exact. You can't just like, oh, let's try a dash of this, pinch of that. Because everything you add, you have to counterbalance with some other ingredient. Like if you add more dry ingredients, you gotta add a little more wet ingredients, and etc. 14. What's your favorite fast food place, and can I name 5 menu items? I would have to say Popeyes, with Sonic being close second, tied with Whataburger. And I can't name any 5 items off the menu because there's none around where I'm at currently, unfortunately. Name a food place you wish you were closer to. I wish we had a Popeyes here because I think the closest one might be over in Colorado or South Dakota. I don't think we have any in the state. Name a food. Yeah. 16. Ultimate favorite dessert. That's easy. That's tiramisu of all the desserts I've tried. Followed closely by mochi, which is I would say kind of like a Japanese ice cream. It's usually, if I remember correctly, it's coated in a rice flour dough type thing. At number 17, what food do you tend to gravitate towards at parties or get-togethers? One thing I like most is pasta salad. That would probably be at a party. Or I'll gravitate to anything I've never seen, never had. 18. Your favorite food to eat at Christmas? It's easy. My mom's rum balls. Nice little chocolate balls that get soaked in rum for quite like a week or two. Very tasty. 19. What's the first food that comes to mind right now? Fried chicken for some reason. Do you have any weird food habits? Not that I'm aware of. It's not really food habit, but it's more a pet peeve with menus at restaurants. If you're gonna say something on the menu, you gotta make sure it's that way. Like say if you have a sauce for steak or something that says it has Jack Daniels in it. It needs to have that Jack Daniels in it. Can't have some cheap stuff like Thunderbird. Or, what holiday is your favorite for food? For me, it's a pagan holiday called Samhain or Samhain. It's about the same time as Halloween. Why it's my favorite is because when we get together, we have plethora of food. It's always, usually there's something new there. It's rarely ever the same exact thing every time. So it's the variety that I like most. What's one food you would never try? I can't say I would never try any food. There's some I would not try if I knew what it was, but if I was fed it and wasn't told what it is, I'd try it. Do you know your best friend's favorite food? Fortunately, no, I do not know. What's the best thing your mom makes? I would have to say her rum balls and sweets and goodies she makes around Thanksgiving, Christmas time. What's your favorite style of eggs? It'd be over easy, unless I'm adding seasonings and whatnot, then it'd be scrambled, so the flavorings get all mixed in. Name your favorite restaurant that closed down. It was called Little Bayou over in Seaside, Oregon. It was a Cajun Creole restaurant. It was awesome food. How do you like your bread toasted? Light or dark? I prefer mine very lightly toasted. I don't like it super crunchy. I still like some of the softness of the bread there. Number 28. Do you like spicy food? Yeah, I love spicy food. Though when I try to make spicy food, I try to balance out the spice and flavor of the chili I'm using, instead of just going with all heat. I like to actually taste the pepper or chili, as it were. Seafood. Yes, I love seafood. It's very healthy for you. Some are healthier than others with the pollutants in the ocean nowadays. And last but not least, first food that comes to mind that is green: kale. Well, thank you for watching this, and I tag AK Angel and Justine Helena Cumming. Thank you, and I'll see you on next vlog.